do Audiophile headphones make you a better gamer? Okay, so today we have 2 headphones and 2 DACs to test. Here we have the Sennheiser HD60S, I think it was. Here we have the Steelseries Arctis Pro. These ones are the wireless ones, but I'm using them as wired. You can see how worn out these are. I've had these for a couple years already. These are my main ones, right? This is the DAC that came with it, and this was one that I picked up because this one can't actually drive these high impedance headphones, so we actually had to buy this to drive these ones to test it out. Or hell, does the DAC even make a difference? Links to all these products in the description below if you want to support the channel at no cost to you. Now, audio has been a hot topic in the Discord for the last maybe month or so. So why did this video come up is because people are bored out of their minds and people just need something to talk about. So I've been playing Apex for 16 hours a day for the last 2 days, right? I've been swapping headphones back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, also, check this out. Look at all this shit that comes with, I've been playing around with this too. So you turn on this, like, Sound Blasterx SBX. They have an Apex Legends profile. Like, with all this shit enabled. Oh, God. So I'm, like, playing with all this shit. There's, like, Scout mode, which is just a sound compressor, I'm pretty sure. Playing with this shit. Playing with the EQ. There's a fucking Apex Legends EQ preference, like, setting. I'm like, oh, my God. So, like, and I'm testing all of these on the different headsets and shit. Okay, I can tell you one thing. I do not have time to be dicking around with audio, dude. It's just... I can see why people have dog shit audio. I get it. There's... Oh, man. This is a whole nother level of nanosecond chasing. It's audio chasing, dude. It's fucking unreal how deep you can go with this shit. It's and that provides no benefit, by the way. Spoiler alert. Unless you guys have some pro tips about how all this shit works. All these features that come with the Sound Blaster are all useless. All of it, dude. All of it. Dude. You don't even know. You don't even know how many hours I dumped. All those reviews that you see online that are like, oh yeah, I'm playing Battlefield, and man, when you just enable scout mode, I can just hear everything so clearly. I know this one motherfucker, dude. Oh my God. I'll never watch his content ever again, dude. You know what? We're gonna go find him right now. Holy shit. This is what I'm saying. You can't find any fucking information on YouTube, dude. It's starting to make me a little, like, salty. Seriously. Although the DAC itself is really good, but that's not the point. The point is the features, right? How do I turn this off? Where's flat? Obviously, you never buy a product based off of one guy's review. Never. So, but I did a lot of research on this DAC, and it is a very, very good DAC, but not for any of the reasons that guy said. None of them, dude. If he's a fucking bot. People don't know what the fuck. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. So, like, I turn scout mode on. I'm like, this is just a compressor. It's terrible. And it's a laggy compressor. So like the compressor on the DAC has maybe like a 1 second of lead time. So like it's terrible. So like, okay. If let's say there's a support or a care package coming down, right? And your character's like, care package coming in. The audio is really high on the guy's voice coming in, right? So when the scout mode detects a really loud audio going into your headset, it compresses it, right? So then audio is up here, it compresses it. Now, while your guy is fucking talking, it you can't hear any footsteps because it lowered the fucking audio of everything so much. So then I'm like, there's like an octane in my fucking face. Didn't hear his footsteps at all. And I'm like, okay. So anybody that uses that feature is a fucking bot. They don't know any better, right? Okay, that's just like the first thing about scout mode. I'm using USB straight up. Hang on. God, Ben, people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Does anybody play games on YouTube? It's insane, dude. It's actually crazy. I don't trust anybody with audio anymore. Nobody. Because nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. Nobody. I tried Crystallizer 0 to 100 on both headphones. Turn it off. Hey, you won't hear footsteps with that shit on. You will not hear footsteps, dude. It's I don't know exactly what it does, but when you first turn it on, it seems like you can hear things more clearly, but I think there's a processing cap of what's happening there. Like let's say I think that's the only way that I can describe of what my experience was with Crystallizer. Like how do I explain this? Okay, Crystallizer, it's like let's say you have, I'm gonna use a different color for every audio that's going into your ear. You have the guy talking, your character talking, right? You have gunshots in the distance. You have a care package coming down. You have your teammate talking on Discord. You have you shielding in the corner, right? You have, let's just say there's this many layers of audio going into your headset, right? Then you have the octane footsteps down here. The Crystallizer can only process so many of them at once. So you'll hear like the top 6 or 7 layers of your audio super clear, and you won't hear the footsteps at all. He'll literally be right on fucking top of you. But the Crystallizer is like making the top layers so pronounced that you can't hear the footsteps at all. And by the time you hear it, he's already on top of your fucking face with a shotgun. Turn it off. Maybe there might be some combo in here where you can crystallize and compress or something. Just turn it off, dude. Turn it fucking off. That I tried Crystallizer in different settings and shit. No, no, dude, no. And I'm not just like trying it for like 10 minutes. I turned these settings on for like an hour and try and play with it, right? To make sure my ears get used to it. No, absolutely not. Audiophile placebo, dude. We're not even good. We haven't even gotten into the headset shit yet, dude. We haven't even gotten into the differences of headset. Okay. You cannot find any information on YouTube. You can't, dude. It's fucking impossible. And for this sound cards, or this DAC specifically, the Sound Blasterx G6, there's not a single video on YouTube that doesn't talk positively about all this software shit. Look at how many profiles it has. Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Apex. Who made these profiles? Some fucking, I don't even know who, dude. None of them work. Tell you that much. None of them fucking work. Just turn it off. Don't you, like, I don't know. Anyway, okay, let me catch up. Dude, there are just bots fucking everywhere, seriously. Yeah, but Rems, I hear footsteps way before you do though, right? So like, what headphone? Oh, so we'll get into the headphones next. What headphones do you have, right? Okay, so what if you look through what all the pros use the most? That's what people should be doing. But do they use what they say they use is what I would say, right? Or like, do they use what was sponsored? Because I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's okay. But Okay, so let's talk about the headsets for a second. So Steelseries Arctis, do not buy these products based on my recommendations or anything like that. It's just like data of what I've experienced over the last like 2 or 3 days of playing with these things, right? And there's no way that I can show it to you on a stream, even if I route it through my shit, right? /Pro, and then the Sennheiser HD60S. Okay. Okay. These sound insane for music. I would say maybe like 20% better. So when I plugged these in, and there's 2 songs that I always listen to verify sound quality of a headset, right? I use Call on Me, Eric Prydz, right? Whatever his fucking name is. And I use Strobe Dead Mouse. Okay. These are the 2 songs. And the reason why I use these 2 songs for a headset like reviewing or like music is because they have like 30 fucking layers. They literally have like 30 fucking layers of audio, right? And you can rewind the song like 10 times and your ears will pick up different layers every time you listen to it, right? So the way I equate it is like, I'm not like an audiophile, but I just love music, right? So the way I equate it is like when you put on a headset, how many layers of audio in that song are you aware of right off the bat without having to rewind it and re-listen to it, right? So what the fuck's Blood Pearl laughing at? God damn it, dude. This is my crude non-audiophile way of describing how headset works, okay? This is from a gamer's perspective. So these ones, way better spatial footstep audio. There's some weird, it's like not even fucking close. You cannot use these in a fucking competitive game unless there is some way to fix it. So what happens, and it's weird that it's so much better with music. So you would think, oh yeah, so okay, so when you're actually playing the game, this one does separate out the layers better as well. So you can hear footsteps more pronouncedly in a bunch of chaotic sounds, right? So that does that better, but there's some weird shit spatially with it. So here's how, like, so I'm gonna be going back to paint here. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna describe this in the YouTube review either. Let's say you're in a high rise like this. It's the first thing I noticed, and I repeated this like 4 times. So I'm like, okay, yeah, it's the headset. Like I tried different EQs, different presets, different all that shit, right? Okay, so there's that one large downtown building, okay? So there's literally like 8 floors to that building. So, and I'm gonna tell you, okay, I'm gonna make sure you, so they have all these layers to that building. And if you use the HD60S undamaged, if you're here, I know you bought these fucking headphones, okay? It's not an open back versus closed back thing. It's not. That took a little while getting used to, but I just crank up the fucking volume and it works okay, right? It's not that. It's not that. So, or maybe. Let me describe. Oh, maybe it is the open back thing. Okay, so let's say you're in the center and you're at the top, okay? How do I turn this fucking music down? So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is the open back thing. Maybe I should try some Sennheisers with a closed back. I didn't think about that. So you're at, so when you're, so let's, okay, when you have the Steelseries, these ones on first, right? No, the audio isn't as pronounced, like with the layers, but let's say there's a guy, I'm going to use blue for the guy. Let's say there's a guy here on the very end. How do I describe this? And let's say there's a guy here. This guy shows up on the left headphone much closer to you than this guy does. So you know that this guy is closer. Okay? With the Sennheisers, they sound like they're the same distance to you, which is critically not good. Even though this guy might only be like 2 feet closer, the Sennheiser cannot tell the difference. Even though it pinpoints the audio out, you cannot tell which ear is going into closer. And that is a complete deal breaker when you're playing a game. Here's the other thing. Another example. Let me erase this. Where's the eraser? Like a complete deal breaker, dude. And it's repeatable. And you, again, it's not something you would notice unless you tried the other headset, right? And you actually have both in front of you and you can A/B test them, right? So here's another one. If you're in the center of the high-rise building and there's a guy right here, bottom floor, and he's not exactly underneath you, but let's say he's right here, maybe like 2 feet over. The audio through the Sennheisers will give equal power to both. And up and down. So like, dude, it was wild when I was playing the other day. Wild. So I have the Sennheisers on. There's a guy below me. I know I'm on the top floor, so he has to be below me, right? And I'm turning my mouse in 360 fucking directions to try and get his position. And it sounded the same in all locations. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? Because like, I couldn't pinpoint left or right at all, dude. At all. So that might have been an open back thing, I'm not sure, but it a complete fucking deal breaker, dude. You can't. So Sennheisers cannot do vertical footstep audio at all, like at all. It's so like he could have been 30 floors below me and it sounded the same as 1 floor above me with the Sennheisers. Like brutal, dude. Like brutal. Like you cannot play a shooter with those fucking headphones. Just don't do it. Don't do it, dude. Like I can't describe it, dude. I wonder if there's a way I could route that audio to you guys. Hang on, let me catch up here. I'm done with buying headphones though. I think I'm probably gonna return the Sennheisers, keep these, but keep the DAC. I like the DAC. I don't need a more pronounced footstep audio because these already do such a good job. It's not the greatest music listening headphones, but I don't listen to music often enough to give a shit, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm done buying headphones. I'm not going down that road, dude. Like just having these HD60s and these ones and spending like 3 days like tuning it and figuring it out, I've already had my fill, dude. It's the same shit as a BIOS screen. I'm like on top of this fucking building downtown in Apex, fucking cranking all these dials left and right, trying to see what works better. I'm done, dude. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't fucking care. Nobody hears footsteps before I do anyway. Nobody. So I'm good. You know what I mean? Let me catch up here. I don't even know what soundstage means, dude. Everyone, I don't know what these audiophile terms are, right? So, like, I'm more of a trial and error kind of guy. So like what I'll do is I'll jump on the top of a building here and then I'll alt tab and open this fucking shit and just start cranking dials, dude. I don't know what any of these fucking Crystallizer, surround soundstage bass, nanosecond of the capacitor in the bass smart volume, diag plus. Like, I don't know what the fuck any of this shit means. I don't care what it fucking means. Just crank it, see what it does, crank it down, dude. That's how you learn how to overclock too. Crank down, crank down. What does it do? What does it do? What does it do, right? So I don't fucking care what the terms are. I don't care what they mean. Jump on top of a building here and just start cranking the dials and see what it does, right? But the amount of time it took to go through all these dials in the fucking scout mode and all that shit, scout mode with the dials, scout mode without the dials, all that shit, all these different profiles. It's not for me, dude. It's like, I'm not down with nanosecond chasing. I'm not down with that shit, right? I'm not down with audiophile chasing. It's not that important, right? I literally just proved that a cheaper set of headsets, well, I proved to me, I don't care what the fuck you guys believe, I'm gonna play with these. Like I don't have to. That's the other thing. So I had a YouTube comment the other day, dude. I was like, oh, hang on, my job. Okay, let's go over what my job is as a YouTuber. Okay, hang on. Dude, I played on the Logitech G20 or whatever for years, the GOAT $20 headset. I was competitive. Dude, I got to masters with a $20 headset. It's not that serious, right? I think it is driver placement, man. I think it is. Like, it has to be the placement of where the drivers are in the headset. There has to be, because I thought about that too. I'm like, why? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why is it if there's one guy here and one guy here, why would that sound the same on the Sennheisers? Whereas on this headset, it's so clear how far away they are. I know this guy is a foot away from me, and I know this guy is 3 feet away from me. With the Sennheisers, there's like a 10-foot area of where all vertical audio sounds the same. It's a complete deal breaker, dude. You cannot be competitive with the Sennheisers. You cannot. Unless I find a way to fix it. But I haven't so far. So I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. I'm sticking with these things. Which is a shame. It's a shame, by the way. Don't get me wrong. Because the Sennheiser sounds so good. When it comes to music, I was like tearing up. I'm like, these sound incredible. Like, they sound, yeah. But footstep, deal breaker. Can't do it, dude. Anyway, that's my crude way of explaining audio. So all these audiophiles that seem to know what they're talking about, they don't play fucking games. Oh man, that's scout mode. When I just enabled that scout mode, man, I can't even tell you about the scout mode. The scout mode, it just feels like you're just in the game, man. I just can't even believe, like, it's just wild. I can't even describe how it feels. The scout mode just makes it feel like you're in the game, like on the boots, on the ground. Like, oh man, you fucking bot, dude. You bot. Jesus Christ, dude, the fucking bot. People in the Discord were talking about headsets so much that I'm like, okay, maybe I feel like I'm missing out on something, but I should have known better, right? Nobody in the Discord hears footsteps before I do. Nobody, dude. And like, now all the people that we've played games with in the past and stuff, when I hear them talk about like audiophile headphones, I'm like, that's why you can't hear shit now. Now I know. I'm like, you can't hear shit because you have a $500 fucking headphone, dude. That's why. Get the $100 shit. It's better. It is. It's a tool for the job. Yeah, who said that? Yeah, White Ren. Just tools for the job, man. Tools for the job. I don't remember what video it was. I think it was the 6900 XT nonsense. And I still get comments on that fucking video, dude. He's like, Oh, you know what it was? It was, I was like, if you're happy, I'm happy, dude. It was the 6900 XT ship. And then I'm like, if you're happy, I'm happy, dude. I don't care. And then he's like, isn't it your job to convince people that one product is better than the other? I'm like, no, not at all. Absolutely. It's not my job to convince anyone of anything. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I don't care what the fuck you believe. That's not my job. It's like, if I actually cared about convincing somebody of something, that would mean I would be biased right away. That would mean I would have some stake in the game of some sort. Not my job to convince you of anything. My job is data. Just unbiased data. That's fucking it, dude. Because unbiased data towards the goal of competitive gaming. That's what I am. I don't fucking care what headphones you buy. Go buy the Sennheisers. Use my fucking affiliate link if you want to go buy that shit, right? I don't give a rat's. I'm not here trying to convince anyone of any product. It's super weird. So I don't remember how I even got it. Someone said something earlier that got me on this topic, but it goes with the shit talking and this and the, oh yeah, the bots, right? So the bots on YouTube, it is their job to convince you of something. That's the whole point of the bot and the script readers, because they got the product as a sample for free. The company that gave them the product is expecting a return on investment, ROI. They're expecting a return. You have to convince the viewer to buy this product if you want us to give it to you for free. That's what the bots are doing on YouTube. That's the whole fucking point, right? I have to buy my products myself with the subs that you guys give me and shit, and the money and the consult fees and all that shit. I don't fucking care what you buy. I don't give a rat's ass. It's super weird, but people think I think people are so used to the bot style content on YouTube that they just think that everybody's like that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, isn't it your job to convince people of stuff? I'm like, no. You know what I will say though? It is my job to convince people to stop being whiny little bitches about everything. I would say, sure. Yeah, stop whining. Stop whining. Yeah, I'll be guilty of that one. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, I used the Twitch clip because that was honestly the best explanation that I could give as to why I didn't like these things. I'm going to be sending these ones back because there's no point in me spending $250 on this. I'm going to keep the DAC. I really did like the DAC, but not for the features, just from the way that it sounded out of the box and the amount of power that I can actually give to the headphones. But in terms of audio quality between the two DACs, there was no difference. It's just that this one I had to crank to like 95% to get the same audio volume output as like 30% on this one. So that's the only reason. I might as well just keep this. I liked it, right? I liked it for that reason. But other than that, the combo for gaming for me is going to be any combo with this. These ones go back, and I'm done. No more audiophile shit for me forever until the day I play with somebody that actually gets footsteps before I do or has some kind of audio advantage that I can detect. No more audiophile stuff. Anyway, guys, if you like the content, hit that subscribe button, do all that YouTube SEO stuff, like, share, subscribe, and don't mind the spaghetti back here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you later.